So in this video I'm going to show you how to use my preferred platform, which is IG. Now I've set up a demo account which I would never usually use or recommend anyone to use for several reasons. First of all, they allow you to use from £10,000 to £100,000, basically a fictional amount of money which you would never deposit anyway, so it's just totally unrealistic. For a number of reasons which we'll go into in later videos, there's actually trading psychology that needs to be looked at, and if you were gambling your own money, there's no way you would risk that amount of money and see your account fluctuating based on the stock price. So this is IG, and my demo account currently has £20,000 worth of funds, as you can see along the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate to you how to place a trade. So if we look down the left hand side, we can see all the different options that we have. So we've got indices, which are basically the stock markets, FX, which is the foreign exchange market, cryptocurrencies, shares, individual ones, commodities, bonds and rates, ETFs, etc. Some of those you'll have heard of before, some of those you might not have. So if we click on the indices section, which is the stock markets themselves, we could basically buy and sell the actual stock market, or we can go to an individual share. And let's say, for example, we are interested in Apple shares. So I'm going to go to the search function at the top, and I'm going to type in my required stock. I'm going to find it and select it from the list, and then you'll see on the right hand side we have a little chart of the stock price on the daily time frame, and we have a buy and sell option. Now, a sell option is when we want to bet on the market going down, and a buy option is when we want to bet on the market going up. So let's say, for example, I think Apple stock price is going to go up, so I'm going to click on the buy button, and then a little ticket opens up. Now I'm going to break this ticket down for you. So here we can see size, and obviously we are going to be betting in pounds. And this bit here where it says per point minimum 0.5, that means basically the minimum we can bet on this market is 50 pence for every 1 point movement. So if we look at the price at this moment in time, it's around about 17,500. So if I was to buy it at 0.5, if it went to 17,501, I would be 50 pence up. So my stop here, the next section, is how many points would I allow this stock price to go down before I want to cut the trade off and close it for a loss. So at the moment it's 17,498. So let's say I'm saying if it goes down to 17,000, I want to close that trade off. So that means at the moment that's 497 points away. And you can see below that yes, that's correct, 17,000 would mean it would cut off, but I would lose £248.50. Now on the flip side of that, we've got a limit section. So the limit section is where do we want the trade to cut off if it's positive, so if we've made money from it. So let's say, for example, I'm going to close it off if it goes to 18,000. So obviously the stock price is fluctuating as the market is open on that, so we're getting roughly to where it needs to be. So my limit would be 500-ish points, and from that I would make £251.50. So as this is on a demo account, I'm going to go ahead and place that, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you the spread, which means your odds are slightly worse than 50-50. So I'm going to place that deal, and you'll notice straight away on the chart here it's gone to £4.50 in red, so it's minus £4.50, and that's because the sell price and the buy price difference is 9 points. Now that means if I instantly buy at this buy price and have made a mistake, I've got on too much money, and I want to close the trade straight away, I would only be able to sell it at the sell price, okay? And it's a 9 point difference. So basically I've paid 9 points, 9 times my stake, so 9 times my 50 pence, which is why it went to £4.50. As you can see, the stock price has moved in my favour a little bit, which is now I'm only at minus £2.50. So On the chart, you can see a dotted red line at around about the 17,000 level, meaning if the price hits that level, my trade will close out. And if I scroll up a bit on the chart, you can almost see a black dashed line at the 18,000 level, meaning if the stock price hit that level, the trade would then close for the profit that was designated. So that's how to place a trade on the IG platform. There are other videos that will be following up on this that are going to look at things such as trading psychology. So what happens when you're actually in a trade? How will you react if you see your money going up, your money going down, etc. Also, how to build a winning strategy. At the moment, I've just gone there, a pure gamble at 50-50, and over time, because the odds are slightly in IG's favour, a bit like a roulette wheel, then I would actually lose money. So we're going to look at how can you devise a plan, a strategy, a formula to actually make money over time.